Your knees into your chest and maybe just do a little gentle side to side rocking. And as you do this, you can, when you feel ready, maybe put your feet down, but with your knees bent, and just do some sort of windshield wipering. As you do this, start to breathe in this way. When you inhale, breathe into the sides of your rib cage on either side. And when you exhale, breathe out as if through a straw. So purse your lips and blow your breath out long, slow, all the way out through a straw. So every time you inhale into the side ribs, every time you exhale, purse your lips. Blow all the way out. And if you feel like if you are enjoying the moving back and forth, the rocking back and forth in any way that you're doing, keep going or do something slightly different that feels good. You can, if you'd like, just let the knees sort of rest on each other and come to stillness in the center. This is called constructive rest, and it's great to do in bed right before you sleep, or anytime if you have just even 60 seconds to come into this posture where the toes are pointed in just a little, the heels out just a little, and the knees rest on each other. And you can play with the feet if they're a little too close or too far away. There's a spot, and it's where the knees are at about 90 degrees, where you just feel like there's no effort required for the legs to rest like this. And maybe take a couple more breaths. Inhale through the nose and directly into the sides of the ribs. Imagine them expanding away from center horizontally. And then as you exhale, purse your lips and slowly but deliberately blow all your breath out all the way to the end. And just slow all of it down a lot. See if you can slow it all down a lot and also exert less effort. So that there's a deepening of the breath and a release of effort. And at any time you feel ready to just leave that breathing technique, just seal the lips and breathe in and out through the nose. And just allow yourself to switch from the usual mode of doing to a mode of non-doing, or simply being. And if at any point you notice any part of your body that feels like it's working or gripping or tensing or clenching, just make a small, gentle adjustment to see if you can let the floor hold you a little more. And even though you might still make internal adjustments to release, let your body on the outside become still. And bring your attention to the fact that you're breathing. As you become aware of the movement of your breath, notice how it comes into your body and leaves your body. And so let go, if you haven't already, of manipulating or managing the breath in any way. Simply be aware of the fact that you're breathing and just watch the body as it breathes. Feel the expansion of the in-breath and the softening of the out-breath. And just let yourself be totally here in each moment with each breath. There's nothing to do, no effort to get any place. Simply being with your breath. It's perfectly normal from time to time that your mind will wander off, or maybe often your attention will shift to thoughts, the future, the past, worrying, memories, whatever. And when you notice your attention is no longer here and with your breathing without judging yourself, simply bring your attention back to your breath, back to the fact that your body is breathing. And allow your awareness to just ride the waves of your breathing, fully conscious of the duration of each in-breath and each out-breath. Use your breath to help you tune in to a state of relaxed awareness and stillness. It's there within you 100% of the time without exception. Give yourself just a moment, another moment here. And as you're observing your breathing, just allow whatever comes up in any moment to be there. And you're just here fully aware of whatever you're experiencing, moment to moment, being fully present, fully with yourself. Good. So sometime soon, with as little effort as possible, super slowly begin to just roll to one side. There's no need to rush at all. And once you come to one side, slowly press yourself up. Be really slow about it. There's no need to rush. And just come to a cross-legged posture. It's important that you have enough space in your hips so that your pelvis can be neutral. So you might sit up on one of your blankets. Just rock a little side to side so that you can feel the two bones at the base of your pelvis, one on the right and one on the left. And just see if you can let them be the lowest point so that you're sitting right up on them. And then bring your hands to your knees and really see if you can get the sort of that little divot in the palm right on that little hump of the knees that's sticking up. There's a little bit of there's a lot actually of a fitting. See if you can feel that the palms fit on the knees, and then just wrap your fingers around the kneecaps in a way that is as balanced and symmetrical as possible right now. And just start to move the pelvis back and forth so you're tucking the tailbone under and then dropping the pubic bone down. So staying as even as possible on those two bones on the right and left. And really feeling the sense of those 4 points in your pelvis, the pubic bone, the tailbone, and the two sits bones on either side. The sits bones are staying fairly even while the tailbone and pubic bone are taking turns dropping down. You can really start to use the leverage of your arms to get a little more of your spine into it. And just go at the pace that feels good. It might be super slow, it might be faster, it might change what you feel like, the way you feel like moving as we stay here with this for another moment. And if you're not already, just bring your breath into it in a way that just feels to you like you're breathing and moving in sync. There's no right or wrong with that. Just for you to feel like you're breathing and moving in a way that feels coordinated but not overly managed. Stay with this for 10 more seconds. You've got those 4 points, and we're going to go around the 4 points now. So when it feels right to you, slow down that sort of cat cow back and forth movement and then start to travel around. I tend to go clockwise first, so pubic bone, right sits bone, tailbone, left sits bone. But we're going to go both ways, so it doesn't matter which direction you go first. Just notice which direction you do go first. And just work at first on really articulating the pelvis. So, really working around those 4 points. Reconnect with the palms on that sort of flesh on the knees that fit perfectly right in. Re-engage with the fingers balanced, holding on in a way that creates a bit of a frame to work within. And so maybe as you get a little sort of smoother with going around in the pelvis, the rest of the spine comes in a little more. You might need to slow down a little. And if you're not already, move and breathe in sync. Again, in whatever way feels comfortable and steady to you. And just remind yourself which direction you're going, whether it's clockwise or counterclockwise. And then slow yourself down if necessary and come back to center, come back to stillness. And just walk your hands forward as much as you can. Keep your hips back. And so you'll want to really use your hands as the brakes, the anchor. And focus on your pubic bone dropping down and then your belly dropping down. And maybe the hands can go a little further. And just keep making your way forward, even if the back starts to round quite a bit. Make sure your palms are down and are a little bit wider than your shoulders, just to give yourself some space. And take a few more breaths here as you inhale, go right into those side ribs. Breathe them out away from the spine. And then as you exhale, if you want to do the straw breath, go for it, or just through the nose. But the exhalations are a little bit slower, a little bit longer, a little bit deeper every time. Take 4 or 5 more breaths here and just keep surrendering forward as much as you can. Just keep letting go of effort as much as you can. Be gentle. Good. So take your time, walk your hands back and come on back up to being upright. And before we do that again on the second side, just switch the cross of your legs so that the opposite leg is in front. Now, this will be the less familiar way. It might feel a little more awkward. It might not be as comfortable. All of that is okay. Just work with it. This switching helps us correct imbalances. So just trust that the sensations and the way this feels on this side is helpful and right. Bring your hands back to your knees, just like we did before, trying to really fit in with the palms, finding that sort of nice fit that feels comfortable and feels symmetrical and balanced. And then start to rock the pelvis back and forth again. We'll do seated cat cow. And again, speed 100% up to you. Trust yourself to just work with this movement in the way that's most beneficial to you right now, which will be the case if you just switch from a mode of doing, even as you move your body, to more of a mode of just being and feeling it and moving from that place of feeling. Use your breath to feel in sync with yourself, moving and breathing in any way that feels gently coordinated, softly aligned. Over efforting, not necessary, and actually hold you back from just getting the practice of tuning into the natural rhythm of what's within you. Give it just another minute here. Maybe a little more of your spine. Reconnect with the hands and the fingers. What feels best, slowing down or speeding up at any moment. Coming gently back to center as you feel ready, sometime soon, but no rush to get there. And then just bring to mind the direction that you went earlier. I went clockwise earlier with the hip circles, so I'm going to go counterclockwise this time. And I'm going to start back on my tailbone and then go to the right sits bone, the pubic bone, and then the left sits bone. Really articulating all four of those points, really first in the pelvis, reconnecting with the hands to create that frame between the knees and arms and shoulders. Taking your time to get into a smooth flow. The second side is again less familiar, perhaps less comfortable. But just know that working through whatever comes up on this side in this direction, it's just working to correct any imbalances that you have. And then that's exactly right. Keep going. Maybe a little bit more of the spine comes into it. Reconnect your hands. Make sure you're moving and breathing in sync, whatever way feels. Keep going. Another 10 times around. Slow it down, speed it up, whatever works best for you, feels best for you, whatever your awareness is asking for. Your awareness of how you feel, of how this feels, how your body feels right now. Good. Sometime soon, let yourself come to center. No hurry. And once you come to center, bring the hands back down. One more time, just walking them forward. Remember, palms down fully. You don't have to spread the fingers way out. In fact, it's gentler on the shoulders to keep them closer together. But make sure the palms are wide enough to give your shoulders some space, and just keep making your way forward. Come back to the breath and focus on those long, slow exhalations, either through pursed lips or through the nose. But every time you exhale, can you soften into your body, into just folding forward? Your inhalations go right into those side ribs. Mm. 3 more breaths here. Good work. Walk your hands back up nice and slow. Come on up to your cross-legged seated posture. We're going to do one more thing here. some side bending. So you might keep your legs crossed in the least familiar way to start. Here we'll switch them one more time, but just bring your hands down to either side of you and start to reach the opposite arm up and just bend side to side, nice and slow. And I want you to imagine that your back is against a wall and that as you're side bending, you keep back ribs both on the wall, the shoulder blades, they're always back there, the shoulder blades, the elbows even, both, not only the top one, but the bottom one. And the pinky sides of your hands also stay on the wall as they come up and over and down. And just take this 12 or so more times. Make sure that you're moving and breathing in sync. You can slow it down. You can spend an extra breath in the side bend on either side if you'd like. Just remember the wall. Really use it to help open up the chest, leaning back into the wall as support. Even out here. But sometime soon, come on back up to center. Interlace your fingers now to the webbing. So really get the hands locked in and bring them to the back of the skull. And you'll find that there's a spot on either side of where the spine inserts into the skull where that part of your hands that were on your knees earlier fits right in. See if you can find that so that it feels really comfortable. Feels like there's a fit. And then from that fit, see if you can let the elbows come out evenly. Let the shoulder blades drop down evenly. I always have to sort of keep re-engaging my hands. And then here, just start to reach one elbow up and then the other up. So it's like miniature side bends more up in the upper thoracic and cervical spines. The bigger side bends we were just doing are more about the lower thoracic spine, more on the ribs and even low back. And this really just isolates these side bends in the top third or so of the spine. Think about the elbows pressing back so that the interlaced fingers and the elbows are both pressing against that wall behind you, imaginary wall. And think about the elbows reaching up rather than side bending. You will side bend, but when you focus on the elbows reaching up, you create space in the shoulders. Okay, sometime soon, let yourself just come to center. Notice the way that the hands are interlaced. So notice which index finger is sort of out first, if you will. Notice if it's the right or the left. And then just reach your arms up. Feel free to release them here just for a moment. And then reach them up again and grab hold of Opposite elbows, if you can, forearms or wrists are also an option, or even interlacing the fingers. We're just going to hold this here. Come back to a long, slow exhalation. Feel free to use the straw exhalation. And as you breathe out, let the shoulders soften. Just take 2 more breaths here. Notice which forearm is on top. Good. Okay, release this. And then just one more time on the other side. So interlace the fingers, but with the opposite forearm first. So the way that's less habitual, less familiar. Reach the hands to the back of the skull. See if you can find that fitting. And then one more time here, just take some side bends by way of reaching one elbow up and then the other elbow up. Be gentle. Doing this for the second round may feel different. It may feel a little better. It may feel a little more challenging. Just work with whatever comes up and know that it's exactly right. If you're moving and breathing in sync in a way that feels in sync to you, then it's exactly right. Just a few more rounds here. Okay. Come on back to center. Reach the arms up, release them down. And since I forgot before we just did that second side, go ahead and switch the cross of the legs now, just for this last thing. Feel free to move around to settle into that variation of your seated posture. And then last thing, arms up, bend, take hold of opposite elbows, forearms, wrists, or interlace the fingers. If necessary, well, if you're like more of wrists, forearms, or elbows, make sure that the opposite forearm is on top, if possible. If you don't remember, it's okay too. And again, just a few more breaths here, in through the side ribs and out, slow, deep, all the way. Gently releasing the arms down. And just letting your palms face down on your thighs for just a really brief pause to feel this moment as it is. Just observe the effects of your practice so far. Good. Okay. So just adjust in any way that you need to be comfortable and supported in a seated, upright seated posture. We're going to do a breathing technique now that is called 4-7-8 breathing. We'll inhale for the count of 4,
hold the breath in for the count of 7, and then exhale for the count of 8. It's helpful to feel that in-breath go into the sides of your rib cage. And it's helpful for that out breath to be slow and controlled and deep. Lifting the belly toward the spine, toward the end of that out breath can really help you release a little more. On the hold after the in breath, the practice, the inner adjustment to make is to allow yourself to soften around that fullness. Often when we're holding the breath, we can begin to observe the ways in which we habitually clench and tense and grip in our bodies. So when you breathe in and hold it during that hold, you have the opportunity to just really relax around the fullness. Notice where you're gripping and tensing and clenching, and just release it while you're holding your breath. It's just a practice. So be gentle but deliberate with yourself. Okay, we'll start by taking a big breath in through the nose and a big sigh out through the mouth, emptying the lungs. Seal the lips and breathe in. 3, 2, 1. Hold. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In. 3, 2, 1. Hold. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. In. 3, 2, 1. Hold. 6, 5. Soften. 4, 3, 2, 1. Out. 7, 6, 5, 4. All the way. 3, 2, 1. Into the side ribs. 3, 2, 1. Hold. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. 3, 2, 1. Hold. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 3, 2, 1. Hold. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more round. Breathe in. 2, 1. Hold. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in and out. And just let your breath come back to its natural rhythm. Good. Let's do one more thing before we come down for meditation. Just some spinal twists. So in your seated posture, readjust if necessary to find the sits bones and that neutral pelvis. And then just bring the left hand across to the right knee. You can start up on the thigh. That's what I like to do, closer to the hip, but just get a good hold so that you can really use it and press the right knee or leg into the hand. And then just bring the right hand around behind you. And so we'll do this twisting in a gentle wave as you exhale. Gently use the leverage of your arms to bring the belly button, ribs, and shoulders into the twist. But then every time you exhale, breathe into those side ribs and just release the twist a little. Keep the hands where they are, but just back off from the deepest part of the twist so that you can expand into those side ribs. And then as you exhale, long, slow, deep, use your arms to sort of bring yourself out. And I think it's really helpful to think about the belly button coming around, and then the ribs coming around, and then the shoulders coming around. And so doing it in this dynamic sort of release a bit as you inhale, and use your arms as you exhale to twist a little deeper. And it might not look like a quote unquote deeper twist on the outside of the body. It doesn't matter. It's about how it feels on the inside of the body. Just visualize your spine getting wrung out. And at some point, go ahead and take your sort of fullest twist right now and just hold, breathe the same exact way, but this time instead of taking the whole torso in and out of the twist, just take the cervical spine or the neck. So look over the left shoulder and then over the right. Be gentle. Make sure the shoulders are dropping down away from the ears. Lift the chest just a little. Good. And sometime soon, let yourself unwind all the way. And just switch the cross of the legs. And bring the right hand over to the left leg. Again, you might start up on the thigh, or you might be ready for the knee. The important thing is that you want your spine to be tall, so you want the ribs to be stacked over the pelvis and the shoulders to be stacked over the ribs. To the best of your ability, the left hand comes around behind you a bit. And just start with that same dynamic movement as you exhale, just a little deeper, starting with the belly button coming around and then the ribs, shoulders. Every time you inhale, just release a little so that you can expand horizontally into the sides of the rib cage. You can use the expansion of your lungs that happens when you breathe in to open up the space between the ribs on the sides. So just keep readjusting. Maybe the right hand can get a little more anchored on the left leg or knee. Maybe the left hand can get a little more anchored. The breathing can get a little more deliberate. 3 more breaths, just like this. And then sometime soon go into the deepest twist you can on this side that is sustainable. So yes, you're twisting and you're using the leverage of your arms, but make sure you're not over efforting. You want to be able to breathe well here into those side ribs and all the way out. And then just start to turn the head if you haven't already. Looking over right shoulder and then the left. No rush. And sometime soon, let yourself unwind all the way. And this time, bring the backs of the hands to the thighs instead of the palms down. Let the palms face up. The symbol of receptivity, and spend just a moment here observing the effects of your practice so far. Just being with yourself as you are. There's no right or wrong or good or bad. There's nothing to change or fix in any way. Good. All right. So I'm going to move into position for Yoga Nidra. I want to encourage you to move so slowly and mindfully. Setting up so that you're fully supported under the whole body, under the knees. Make sure you're going to be warm. Support your head. Something rolled up under your neck is really helpful. Make sure you're going to be comfortable. And just know that your comfort and support here is a really key part of this practice. Having your body supported so that it can relax completely is key to getting the mind to relax completely. As you settle in, I'll just share a bit about Yoga Nidra. It's really a practice of tools that we can use in our life to deal with challenges skillfully, to develop a deep and secure sense of well-being. One of the most potent ways that this happens in Yoga Nidra is discovering a state that exists between sleep and wakefulness. This is a place where deep healing takes place. The body gets still and relaxed, and the body sleeps. The body lets go of effort. And you learn to remain awake and alert and calm. The theme of our Yoga Nidra practice right now is setting your intention and your heartfelt desire, which are one and the same. The purpose of this is to make space for your heart's deepest longing, which is not something that's frivolous or nice to have. It's something we all have and is an important aspect of feeling fulfilled in life. And so start by just asking yourself, how would I like to feel during and at the end of this practice? Your intention sets the tone and supports you to remain alert in each moment. It's the development of a supportive habit. It's an affirmation of a desire. And just go a little deeper here, asking yourself, what is it that I want most in this lifetime? And just allow whatever comes forward to come forward. With these two things in mind, how you want to feel during and as a result of this practice, and what you want most in this lifetime, just settle on a statement that starts with I am. I am, and whatever it is you've decided resonates the most right now about how you want to feel during and as a result of this practice, and what you want most in this life. It may be one and the same. It may be something that applies to both, even if both are slightly different. Maybe something in the middle. Whatever comes up from within you is what you're meant to use. Just say it to yourself silently. I am, whatever it is. I am. I am. Good. So keep quietly, softly saying to yourself inside your intention, your affirmation, I am, whatever it is, and then just Make any small adjustments in the body if necessary. Maybe you've noticed that there's something that needs a little more support or a gripping, tensing, holding in the body that can be released. And then just let yourself come back to stillness. Let go of your I am statement and simply rest at ease. And follow my voice. In fact, allow my voice to become your inner voice. Bring your attention to your senses. Notice the taste in your mouth. And sounds around you. Notice any smells present. Notice any lights or colors behind the closed eyes. Feel the touch of the clothes that you're wearing, the blankets, the props, the things that are coming in contact with the surface of your skin. And feel the touch of air on your skin. Your senses are open and alive. During this practice of Yoga Nidra, we welcome whatever arises. Acknowledging every aspect of the experience as a messenger, inviting you to be present, to explore whatever is within you. Allow yourself to bring to mind a place where you feel secure and at ease. This may be a physical space, a room, or a place in nature. It may be a person with whom you feel secure and at ease. And just really use all of your senses to experience this place within you of security and trust. Experience feeling of security within you, feeling of trust within you that's always available. As you do this, just note in your body where you feel warm and relaxed. And just know that you can return to this secure place of well-being at any time during this practice or during your daily life. Whenever you need to feel secure, calm, and at ease. Let the sound of my voice guide you in experiencing sensations throughout your body. So as I name each area of the body, you may feel sensations that are present there, or perhaps there is no sensation present there, or something different. Know that whatever you experience is perfect just as it is in this moment. Bring attention first to sensations inside the mouth. Feel the mouth as a whole. Feel the roof of the mouth, the inner cheeks. Feel the tongue in the mouth, the teeth and gums. Feel the lips. Feel the mouth as a whole. That entire mouth, a field of sensation. Bring your awareness to the nose now. Feel the tip of the nose. Feel the flow of breath in and out of the nostrils. Become aware of the eyes now. Feel the eyelids and the surfaces of the eyes and the backs of the eyes. Feel the sensation of both eyes at the same time. Shift your awareness to the ears now. Feel the outer ears and the wrinkles and folds of the skin. Shift your attention to inside the ears. Feeling the sensations of hearing. Notice how it feels to receive sound. Move your awareness to the forehead now, and the eyebrows, and the cheeks, and the jaw. Feel the whole face now and the whole head. Feel the weight of the head supported by the earth. Whole head supported, held, secure. Shift your attention down into the neck. Now feel the back of the neck. Let it be supported even more. Feel the sides of the neck. Notice the throat now. Keep the spotlight of your attention narrowed onto the throat for just another brief moment, and perhaps very gently from within, without exerting effort, in fact, undoing effort. Perhaps there can be a softening in the throat. Let your awareness move down into the shoulder girdle now. Feel the shoulder blades. Feel the collarbones. Notice the upper arm bones inserting into the torso. Feel the armpits. Let your attention move down the upper arms to the elbows. Let your attention move down the forearms to the wrists. Feel the backs of the hands and the thumbs, index fingers, middle fingers, ring fingers, pinky fingers. Feel the palms of the hands now. Allow your awareness to expand so that you're noticing, you're feeling, you're fully experiencing both hands at the same time, and just notice the aliveness there. Notice that vibrant sensation. Expand your attention to take in both hands and both arms and both shoulders. Let the spotlight of your awareness narrow now onto the space between the shoulder blades. Move your awareness down the back, down the spine, all the way to the tailbone. Feel the length of the spine from the base of the skull all the way to the tailbone. Feel the back ribs. Feel the low back. Feel the sacrum, broad bone across the back of the pelvis. Notice the glutes, heavy, soft. Feel the backs of the legs from the glutes down the hamstrings to the backs of the knees. Feel from the backs of the knees down the calf muscles to the heels. Feel the ankles, the tops of the feet and the big toes, second toes, third toes, fourth toes, little toes. Become aware of the soles of the feet now. And just keep the narrow spotlight of your awareness on the bottoms of the feet for just a moment. Becoming aware of the aliveness there, feeling that radiant sensation. Shift your attention from the ankles up, the front of the legs, up the shin bones to the knees. Feel the sensations of your knees and allow the spotlight of your attention to move up the front of the legs to the hip sockets. Feel the big leg bone insert into the pelvis at the hip sockets. Become aware of the genitals. Feel the whole pelvis heavy, supported. Notice the low belly. Perhaps it's gently rising and falling as you breathe in and out. Notice the sides of the waist. Perhaps the sides of the waist are expanding away from center as you breathe in and softening back in towards center as you exhale. Feel up the front of the abdomen to the chest. Become aware of the sternum, the bone right in the middle of the chest. Watch it rise and fall as you breathe in and out. Shift your attention up to the throat now. And just feel a really subtle expansion on the in-breath and softening on the out-breath that's happening right in your throat center. And feel your whole body breathing. Just notice that the whole body is gently expanding and softening the ebb and flow of the breath. And just be aware of all that's now present in your awareness. Feeling yourself as the one who is aware of everything that's present. Sense what's here, the experience of this moment. And then notice yourself as the field of awareness in which the experience is coming and going. Feel the gentle waves of the breath ebb and flow in and out. Expand and soften. Be aware of the whole body breathing and the flow of the breath. As you keep the spotlight of your awareness narrowed onto the breath, just begin to count each breath silently backward from 7 to 1 in the following manner. As you breathe in, say 7. As you breathe out, think 7. As you breathe in, think 6. As you breathe out, think 6. Take it from here at your own pace. You may lose count, no big deal. Start again at 7. You may get to 1. No big deal. Start again at 7. Stay with it. Everything just as it is. So just let go of counting wherever you are with it. Just be aware of the sensations throughout the body, in the mouth and face, in the scalp and neck and throat, shoulders, arms and hands, torso, pelvis, legs and feet. Notice how the body is resting deeply. A field of radiant sensation that you are awake and alert to. And just be present of all that's now in your awareness. Be present to this moment as it is. Feel yourself as the one who is aware of what's present, what is. Field of awareness, in which everything is coming and going. So bring to your attention some feelings that may or may not be present throughout the body. Start with warmth. Just notice any experience of warmth. And now feel coolness. Again, may or may not have any experience. Just be aware. Notice heaviness. Any that may be present for you. No right or wrong here, just observing. Now, lightness. Bring attention to any feelings of discomfort. No need to change or fix anything, just becoming aware now of comfort. Just allow any of these feelings to be there as they are. If no feelings are present, as may happen, simply welcome whatever is present for you in this moment. Bring attention now to an emotion that's present in your body, or perhaps one that you've been experiencing frequently in your life lately. Whatever comes up from within, trust that. It may be helpful to recall a memory that invites a particular emotion into your body so that you can really welcome the emotion as sensation, whatever it is. Invite it to unfold fully as sensation in the body. And if no emotion is present here right now, there's no need to make anything happen. Simply welcome whatever is present. If an emotion is present, just feel it in the body. Allow it to blossom fully. Welcome whatever else arises with it, such as thoughts or images or memories. Just bear witness to this emotion as it is. And now allow the opposite emotion to emerge from within you. Whatever that feels like it is. Again, there's really no need here to be critical or to scrutinize or analyze or to overthink. Just trust what comes up, even if on paper it may not seem like an opposite emotion. Just invite it into your body. It may be helpful, again, to recall a memory where you have experienced this opposite emotion. But allow yourself to feel it fully in your whole body, just taking your time to welcome this opposite emotion all the way in. Now invite both of these emotions into awareness at the same time. Without thinking, simply experience both emotions, whatever capacity is here now. Welcoming both emotions into awareness. Holding space for both as they are. Experiencing how this affects your entire body and the mind. Just be aware of all that's now present in your awareness. Feeling yourself as the one who's aware of everything that's present. So sense what's present and then experience yourself as the field of awareness in which whatever is present arises. Good. Welcome a thought or belief now that you sometimes fall into or take to be true about yourself. As always, whatever comes up from within you upon hearing that prompt is exactly right in this moment. So stay with it. As you welcome this thought or belief, something you take true to be true about yourself, know that if nothing is arising, simply be with whatever is present. If there is a belief present, as you hold this belief or thought about yourself to be true, notice where and how you feel it in your body. Sense how this belief affects the entire body. Notice any images, emotions, thoughts that also arise with this belief. No need to change anything. Bring to mind now the opposite of this belief or thought. Whatever comes up within you. And as you hold this opposite belief or thought to be true, notice, how does it affect your body? Welcome anything else that arises, images, emotions, memories. Be present to your experience just as it is without trying to change or fix a thing. Now welcome both beliefs or thoughts at the same time. The original thought or belief, the opposite thought or belief. Just observe the experience of holding these two thoughts in your awareness at the same time. Experience how this affects your body and mind. Allow yourself to be aware of all that's present in your awareness. Feeling yourself as the one who's aware of everything that's now present. Sensing what's present. Then experiencing yourself as the field of awareness in which everything is arising. Good. Be attentive now to sensations throughout your body of pleasure, security, happiness, well-being. It may be helpful to recall a particular event from your life that invites any of these feelings of pleasure, security, happiness, or well-being into your body right now. Welcome whatever emerges just as it is. Allow these feelings to blossom within you, to really become the predominant experience. Pleasure, security, happiness, well-being. Really go there in your imagination in whatever way is necessary to just feel it completely in your body right now. Experience these sensations of pleasure, security, happiness, well-being within you as an inner smile that radiates from your heart. Feel the heart smiling, and this smile of pleasure, security, happiness, well-being, expanding, flowing out into your torso. Feel the belly smile. Feel the shoulders smile. Feel the arms, elbows, and hands smiling. Feel the pelvis and legs and knees and feet smiling. An inner smile radiating from the heart, a smiling heart expanding into the whole body, into the throat and the jaw and the inner mouth and the eyes and the eyebrows and forehead. The entire body smiling, radiant and alive with the feelings of pleasure, security, happiness, and well-being. Just as you are in this moment. Whole body smiling. Be aware of all that is now present in your awareness. Feeling yourself as the one who is aware of everything that's now present. Sense what's present. Then experience yourself as the field of awareness in which everything is arising. Allow yourself to just be pure awareness itself, open and spacious. Being awareness in which everything is coming and going. Awareness in which everything is welcome just as it is. Arising and falling away, ebb and flow. Pure awareness. That is who you are, just observing, witnessing, calm, still, secure, aware, unchanging. Pure awareness itself. Open and spacious. A being awareness. Reflecting upon all that has been or is now present. Sensations, emotions, beliefs, security, well-being, the experience of being pure awareness, where everything is just as it is. You yourself, just as you are. Bring back into your awareness your I am intention or heartfelt desire from the beginning of your practice. And just very gently, softly begin repeating that statement in your mind. I am, whatever it is you want to experience during and as a result of this practice, whatever it is you want to experience more of in your life. Whatever it is you want is already there within you. Affirm it. I am. To stay with it for one more moment. Always just coming back to pure awareness. Release your I am affirmation or intention. Allow your awareness to focus on the body breathing. And very, very, very gently, with as little effort as possible, just begin to deepen the breath. Expanding out to the sides horizontally as you breathe in. Observing those side ribs move away from the rib cage on the inhale. And soften back towards center on the exhale. And you might feel compelled soon to wiggle the fingers a bit. There's no rush. You might start to move the toes a little. And as you're compelled, without feeling like there's any where to go or anything specific to do, you can just start to bring some more movement into the body. Whatever way feels good. It's all exactly right. Really taking your time and moving super slowly, but also as little as possible. Can start to roll on to one side. Make sure here that your head is supported. Perhaps one of the arms can tuck underneath of it. Curl up. Come back to the fact that you're breathing and just feel that ebb and flow of the breath, that expansion and softening as you breathe in and out. And then sometime soon begin to very gently, very slowly, with as little effort as possible, press yourself up to a seated posture. Again, there's zero rush. You may keep a blanket around you so that you stay nice and warm. Make sure there's enough space in your hips so that your pelvis can be anchored in that neutral position that we found earlier, where you're on top of those two bones on either side. And so we'll end our time together with an offering of loving kindness. So I'll make some statements of loving kindness to you. And I want to invite you and encourage you to repeat each of these statements of loving kindness silently or aloud, if that feels good, after I say them. But change the word you to I, so that you are also offering yourself loving kindness as I am offering it to you. You can bring the palms together in front of the heart if that feels good. You can bring the hands palms down to the chest, one or both, if that feels good. You can bring the palms down to the belly, solar plexus right in the middle, right below the ribs, if that feels good. You can have one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly if that feels good. And know that you can switch it up at any time. Stay focused on the body and how it feels, and let whatever comes up in your awareness simply be a messenger. May you be safe and healthy. May you have a calm, clear mind. May you have an open, loving heart. May you be at peace. May all beings on earth be at peace. May you be safe and healthy. May you have a calm, clear mind. May you have an open, loving heart. May you be at peace. May all beings on earth be at peace. May you be safe and healthy. May you have a calm, clear mind. May you have an open, loving heart. May you be at peace. May all beings on earth be at peace.